Let's get through it. Yeah. Hey, hey. I don't like this. We need to crop this. This look my little man. Okay, let me fix this. Don't need that. Delete that. Love is the glue. Sing it. Oh Lord. Okay, shut it down. Let's go. Welcome to the show, everybody.
We got a theme
Operating
song.
on all three platforms. Yes, it is your host, April Watkins, the co-host, Royale Watkins, and together we are...
After I Tell.
No, we're Mr. and Mrs. Watkins. What are you talking about? That's not on the damn marriage certificate. What is wrong with you?
It is.
All right. It says Mr. and Mrs. After I Do
It
on our
does.
marriage certificate. All right.
So which...
I know you don't know what's what.
This is YouTube. Come on, YouTube. Where y'all at?
That is YouTube.
This is...
Facebook. And
Mm-mm,
this is
that's-
IG.
I thought this was
Facebook.
IG.
No, that's... You can look down there and see that's Facebook. This IG. I think. I don't know.
Wait a minute. Wait. You
This
told
is
me...
definitely IG.
No, you said this was Facebook. Because you gave me a small phone. I mean, you said this was YouTube. Remember? You said, how do I get to YouTube? That's YouTube. That's definitely YouTube.
Okay, that's YouTube, that's IG, and that's Facebook.
Correct. This is Facebook.
Nah, is it? That's YouTube.
No, this is Facebook.
That's we don't listen.
Well, we don't want to be on the same.
We're not on the same. It's three different platforms for sure.
Okay, so this one is Instagram.
Nah, that's YouTube. That's Facebook. Or is this YouTube?
That's YouTube.
Okay, that's YouTube. Let's see. Why is this stuff still on the screen?
Yeah, because that's YouTube.
YouTube,
Facebook, Instagram.
IG. Oh, they're saying this IG. You gotta type in the comments this Facebook, yes. IG, Facebook, YouTube. Okay, we got it.
We
now.
got it.
We got it. Sorry about that, y'all. We over here trying to do the most with the most. But we here.
So, how are y'all since breakfast?
Were you here earlier?
Yeah, so we said we are going to be very specific about this talk because it's like for me, I don't have any elders to talk to about what's next. What's next? So are we talking to Gen X and more or the 30-year-olds? Because Gen X is in their 40s. So you want to, it's more for 40-year-olds and up. That's what I think. Because this is when you need to start getting a plan. What's your plan? Remember I said anybody that wants to come on, we're going to bring y'all on and we're going to talk about it because it's necessary. It is really necessary. And earlier today, recap, I was talking about quality of life. What are you doing to enhance your quality of life? Because time is going really, really fast. I look at pictures and it was like 10 years ago. And I'm like, yo, I remember going to that play or I remember. And then I look at the date and it's like 2016. And I'm like, that was 10 years ago?
Yeah.
It went in a millisecond. So, you know, you could be in your 40s like, I don't need to think about that. I'm not that old. That's for y'all. Let me tell you something. You need somebody to be talking to you about it because it's going to creep up on you and you're going to wish you had listened and you're going to wish you had planned. Because it goes fast. Nobody's getting out of here. We're all going to have to get older. We all have to face everything that we're going through together. You know, you might get there a little later than me, but you're on your way there. And all the people that were on their way there and gone, I have nobody to talk to. So I think Royale and I, with this platform, it's more like giving you an idea of what marriage is like, how to raise these kids, you know, what insurance plans, what are you doing to get to the what's your end goal? How old do you want to be at retirement? Like most of my friends are retiring because they did 25 years. Like if you started a job at 25 years goes quick. So 50, you are retiring. So I have cousins on the East Coast, cops, a lot of my girlfriends are correction officers. Mm-hmm. They're all retired.
More
cops. They're not even old, like they retired. But I see what they're doing and I'm happy about it. Like they're traveling. One owns a bakery. They're not sitting home twiddling their thumbs. They go on vacation. So I think it's more planned out, and they have their medical plan because they worked in a blue collar and they did their time. So what does that look like when you have a 9 to 5 and you can somewhat be guaranteed a retirement plan versus someone like us who we are independent consultants, that we don't have someone that every paycheck takes money out and does this and does that, does this. Because if I don't work, I don't have health. Right now, I don't have health. I think I already told you guys, like,
insurance.
We lost our health insurance because I need to work a certain amount of hours and I haven't. So I have to build that bank up. And it's not a good place to be in because now I have the COBRA and I don't want to pay $2,000 a month. I just don't. So that's what the conversation is. I'm turning off the heat because it was really cold when I got in here.
So I think it's a two-part conversation, but I'm a little disappointed in April. Because she just jumped right into the show. I went out and got a haircut for her. She said she didn't want to be married to no old man.
I didn't even realize.
So, you what?
Because I haven't been able to see you. You came in here like a bat out of hell. Let me tell you something. Our offices are right next to each other. I'm going to tell you what he did. No, I ain't going to tell you what
You can tell him I don't care.
No. It's none of that.
You sharing the business.
So whatever. So we're here. We're very close to
I
each
used
other.
her potty. There, it's out the bag. I came and used your bathroom.
Nobody told you to be.
Yeah, I don't care. You teed it up. Now they're gonna be like, well, what happened? They're gonna start typing that. I just used her bathroom. I had to go to potty. Okay, it happens.
Okay, so what is the plan? What is the plan?
I think there's two. This is a twofold conversation because the thing that we talked about earlier that I was actually going to leave in the as the descriptor. Was this about quality of life?
Yes.
That was the thing that stuck out to me as we talk about these kind of two different roads or two different legs towards retirement, which is one, independent operators like us, and two, and the second, which is people who opt in to get like government jobs or 9 to 5, should we say, the traditional steadies. I remember when I was graduating from high school, one of my teachers was plugged in to Pepco, right? The power company in DC.
Oh, okay.
And it's like, you know how they do the school fair, the job fair, and his sister worked for Pepco, and they was gonna get us the plug over there, literally the plug, no pun intended. Right. And, and I know electrical work, right? That's what I grew up doing. And so I we could have not been together because I could have been working for Pepco and you wouldn't have met me. That makes me sad to even think about that. What the?
Really?
It makes me sad to think about had I gone to Pepco, I could have been a Pepco worker, I could have been a power man and would never have met you. And we wouldn't be sitting here today.
Well,
destiny. That's what I'm saying.
Lucky me.
Thank God you was watching Def Comedy Jam that day. And you saw me. You didn't see me when I came here with my brand new haircut for you.
I know, you look good.
Thank you.
Oh, Jesus.
Thank you.
This is how I want you. Not looking like scruff. You look way better.
Oh, I don't know whether to thank you. I'm caught up on.
No, you look good. You look attractive.
This is my cut. Thank you. This is my cut.
Gonna have the women out there looking.
No, they know. Don't play with me.
Yeah, right.
Don't play with me. I'm not.
And anyway.
Yeah. You can't do stuff like that because people on the internet be like, "Oh, what's that about?" Well, they said something.
I don't care what they think.
No, I'm just saying. Don't fuck with cats.
Everybody, it is what it is. So what is the plan? Does anybody want to come on here and talk? Because we could talk your ears off. We can give you ideas, suggestions.
Well, let me finish with the Pepco 30 years. A lot of people opted for that because it was safe. It was safe and it was comfortable. Right. And when they came to do the job fairs, they laid it out for you. You're going to start making this much money in your first year. By the time you get to year 5, you're going to bump up to this amount. By the time you get to year 10, you're going to be at this amount, then 20. And then when you hit retirement at 30 years, now 30 years out of high school, you 40, you're not even 50 years old.
Not even 50.
They did that with the 9 to 5 jobs, Pepco. They did the same thing with the military. They came in. And I fell for the military one. I was like, oh, yeah, that sounds good. And then guess what? Decided once I went in or went took the test, I wanted to be a reservist, wanted to go to college. But they laid it out for you. You used to go into the Marine Corps. They give you a couple of dollars to sign up, and then they tell you can go see the world, and you can get this benefits, and you get money for school, and get this, and all of that sounds good, right? And I know people that have, when I was in high school, that have retired from the military.
Yeah, you have
I
a lot
know
of
people
friends
that have retired from 9-to-5 jobs, and those people, to your point, right, walk away after 30, 35 years with health insurance. They walk away with a pension. They walk away with a pension with a portion of their salary 30 years later. And so if they were making $100,000, if they were making $150,000, let's say they walk away with $70,000 a year as in pension and health insurance. And then at 50, they get to go start a whole new career. They get to go do something entirely different. But that's if you can make it. That's if you can make it to the 30-year mark.
That's true. A lot of people don't make it. And we don't, it doesn't mean that they pass away. It's like they get fired. They decide to do something else. You know, like me, I was on that trajectory with FedEx, but I left at 10 years. I was like, I'm not doing this. No. It didn't even, it cramped my lifestyle. I was like, I can't come and go as I please. And then I met Royale while I was working there, and he was traveling and staying
moving
out,
and shaking and moving,
staying up to 4 o'clock in the morning, and I was struggling trying to get to work at 6 o'clock in the morning. I was like,
let me just tell
something has to give.
No, listen,
I can't keep doing this.
We started dating April, working for FedEx, and boy, we was, when I tell you we was dating.
You couldn't tell us shit.
We was dating. We was lugging. We was loving. We was dating. We was. I would show up nothing excited me more than to show up and surprise her. Where you at? God dang it, I'm on my way.
Because I drove a truck.
She drove the truck. I used to pull up with
in
lunch.
Manhattan, like this.
I find you.
Big box truck. And he'd be like, where you at? I'm like, I'm on Canal Street and that.
I'm ringing
and
here he come.
I'll never forget you was listening to D'Angelo, and he bought me spaghetti. Oh!
Bought you spaghetti.
It was in a Tupperware, and let me tell you something. I parked my truck, and we sat out right by the Holland Tunnel, and we sat on those benches, and I ate. But he was in my brand new Range Rover, though. I had just
take it easy. Okay, we get it. We get it.
Well, you want to tell the story? Tell her.
I mean, the truck ain't got nothing to do with the love.
No, it was because the love was there, but it was like I had just got the car, and I wasn't able to really finesse. Royale come up to my job in my goddamn beautiful. It was that royal blue, and I wanted the country one. I remember that. I didn't want the new body style. I wanted the old.
How does this become a Range Rover story?
Okay.
This was a love story, and you just made it.
I'm sorry. Yes, he did. He came up there,
my God,
and he saw me, and he bought me lunch. It was beautiful. But
so the point is this: April was working a 9-to-5,
yes,
or whatever the hours were, and I was busy doing stand up and didn't have hours. I would go out and do stand up at night and get up anytime I wanted to, and I'm like,
but I was with him.
I'm like, yeah, but she would try to hang.
So I would get
and then
home.
I go home and get in the bed. She's like, I gotta go to work.
Yeah, it's 3 o'clock. I'm literally okay.
Did you have underwear at my apartment by then?
I probably did.
So you crash and then go.
And then I have to go to work, and he would be laying in the bed. So about a good 6 months of that, I was like, you know what? April can't do this. There's a life. And what that shows me, exposure. Because all the guys I had dated, 1, didn't have a job, 2, no career, and 3, definitely wasn't a independent contractor or working for themselves. So I finally meet somebody on my level, meaning he was making way more money than me, and he showed me that you could do some shit and sleep all day. I said, what? I was like, I need that kind of life. Like, I can't do this. It was like, now I was above it. I was like, this is beneath me. I cannot.
It's like, what am I doing?
What am I doing?
What am I doing in my life? This joker.
I'm working in Manhattan, and I'm seeing all the ladies. They all dressed, and I got my uniform on. I was super cute. I always say that. I was super cute. Used to get a lot of help with them boxes. Probably didn't need it, but guys was like, "Look, can I get that box?" I said, "Sure can."
Okay.
So
we're gonna need to go back in time.
I was like, because I was working from like 6 to maybe 1, right? And
that's
Royale,
5 hours.
Because I was part-time. I had downgraded to part-time by the time I met you, but I wanted to get in early and leave early. right? I'm not trying to work 8, 9 hours. I did that at the call center. And to get to Manhattan, I had to take a part-time job. I know my life. I had to take a part-time job. But what would happen most of the time, they would need me after 1. You know what I mean? So I still wound up working. Exactly. Exactly. But the problem was the 6 o'clock call time. Not coming in from Soul Kitchen and everything else we was doing at 4 o'clock in the morning. I was like,
okay, so let me give him some game.
I was
some
exhausted.
Education. There was a movement, a party movement, club movement in New York City when April and I were dating. It's called Soul Kitchen, and it was a dance club, right? But it was a traveling dance club.
It would pop up.
And so it was a pop-up. So you had to be in the know and find out which club they were at that night. I think it was on Wednesdays. It was in the middle of the week.
Exactly.
Right? It wasn't even on a Saturday or Sunday. It was like Tuesday, or I think it was Tuesday or Wednesday night. Tuesday. Right? So we like, all right, Soul Kitchen is happening tonight. Where's it going to be? It might be at Tramps. It might be at this club. It might that club. Find out it's at Tramps, right? But Soul Kitchen don't start till like 1 in the morning, 2 in the morning. Like, it don't start till 1, 2 in the morning.
Right. That was the
So you would go, like, it didn't get popping till 2. But when I tell you New York City club music, we would go and dance.
We had a ball.
We would go and dance all night long. And, like, you know, we was you a club head, you in it, to break for love.
It was so much fun. Hanging out with everybody in New York. It was
Everybody was out. Everybody was out.
It was the best.
Everybody was out. And I had just enough juice to be able to get into places. And so I was like, come on, we got so-and-so. My man, he said, and listen, here's
they
the
all
thing.
go Def Jam. He'd be
Listen, my face was, I was so recognizable from Def Jam comedy that as soon as I pulled up, they just loved to take care of Royale.
Like, you got the gun in the back.
You got the gun. You bring the gun.
One more time.
It's like, oh my God, come on, we got y'all. Come on. But we, you know, and I used to have April right here on my arm. Come on, let's go. Let's get in here now, and we just dance and have a good time. Have a good time.
Ball.
But we would dance till like 4 in the morning, and then it's like, shit, we gotta go. I was like, I gotta go to get in bed, and you gotta go to work.
I would lay down, jump up, take a shower, and go right to work.
Just long enough to get up and go straight to work.
Let me tell you something. In your 20s, you are fearless, baby. I didn't care. I had the energy. I had the time and the energy, and I did it for months. But after hanging out with him, I was like, there's got to be a better way. There's got to be a job or something I can do where I can make my own hours. I don't even know what I did after that, because I damn sure, I think I went on a leave of absence and never went back.
Yeah, you went on leave of absence.
And when I say never went back, we going to see Stevie at Radio City. We going to see Biggie at Webster Hall. Was it what?
Oh, that club downtown?
Yeah, we were everywhere. I was like, I don't give a damn about a job, but luckily I had money. So I
had a little bit of bread.
I had a little bit of bread, and I didn't have to work. God, thank you. So that was our life, but it was exposure, because if he would have went to Pepco and I would have stayed at FedEx, we probably would have never met.
No, we wouldn't have met.
We wouldn't have met. So he had to go to Def Jam. He had to go the route he was going for us to be where we are. It truly had to be just like that. So, and it happened because I saw him on Def Jam. Everybody knows the story.
They don't know the story.
But that's not today.
Yeah, that's not today.
It's not a long story, but it's a true story.
Yeah. She was with her man, and she saw me, and she said, I want him.
I literally said, I want him. And that was it. And I met him maybe 2-3 weeks later, and I've been with him ever since.
No, it wasn't 2-3 weeks later.
It wasn't. No, it was.
You didn't. That wasn't that fast.
It was that fast.
How many times did you come to the Mint, sit and watch him?
About 2 to 3 times before Tanya.
Okay.
Before Kid Capri had the party. And
that wasn't his party. That was my party.
Your party. Well, Kid Capri and Royale were doing this party.
We was doing a ratchet. What was it? What that
pool
called?
Party.
Pool
it was
party.
so
It was the
ghetto.
dumbest thing ever. Oh God, it was. I'm embarrassed that we would do some dumb shit like that.
I'm embarrassed for the women that came in bikinis.
Yes,
like they're so
we hired
thirsty.
some strippers. We threw a pool party at the Mint, and it was a club, and so we had blow up pools with water, and then we hired these strippers to be in the pool. They weren't naked, but they was just in bikinis.
They were naked.
that was the thing.
It was gross.
Show up.
I don't even know why I went. I went because it was his party,
exactly.
so I went. That's how I met him, and we'll talk about that another time.
Yeah.
But so we've been together a long time. Weathered the storm. We are still here, and now we're at the point where I'm tapping out. Like I need.
Whoa! You ain't tapping
no,
out.
not tapping out that way. Yeah. Tapping out when it comes to work and stuff like that. I only want to work when necessary.
Well, we're looking at what traditionally most folks would call retirement. It's like now we're on the other side of we've done a lot of work, and now it's like, all right, what does the rest of our life look like? And winding down and not having to commit to like a regular work schedule and chasing jobs.
Yes.
And I'll be transparent with y'all. I was on a call earlier today that was just had me annoyed. Like in this business, the work and the stuff you got to go through to try to make the job happen. It's a lot. It's a lot.
It's a lot, but it's not breaking bricks.
But that's the thing. It's like it's so much mental work. It's so much you gotta go. Why are you touching stuff?
Because I want to make it right.
It was fine. Leave it there.
Right there.
Look, I'm gonna do it and don't touch it. Okay, you fussing with something that don't need to be fussed with.
Okay.
And then on another note, a completely separate job. Somebody emailed me and it's like, oh, here's the thing. It's easy, but I said yes, and then that goes.
Yeah, well, so everything is not going to be, I could do the same thing. I worked on a horror film last week, right?
Yeah.
Saturday and Sunday, overnight, horror film, killing, getting shot in the head, spear through here. And I'm like, blood everywhere. And that's seamless. And then I go to some places and it's complicated. I'm like, okay, what is going on? I worked, 16 hours?
Yeah,
got home. It was a lot. But that's what the job entails. And I'm starting to realize, as much as I love costuming, it has to really work for my lifestyle. And I know that's terrible, but it really does. Either I'm going to be on the show, know my hours, or, not do it at all. And what can I do to, substitute and get money? Because at the end of the day, I've been costuming for 11 years, right? I'm not saying I'm done with it, but I don't have to do it if I don't need to, because if I can make the equivalent doing something else where I have my time to pick my grandbaby up, take her to volleyball, go to soccer, me and Royale hang out and fly to some exotic island, that's what I want to do. So I need to set up the next 5 years to do that, because I don't even want a costume if I could help it. You know what I mean? Not really. I just need, once I figure out this life insurance, it's a wrap.
Life insurance or health insurance?
Health insurance.
Yeah.
It's a wrap, because I'm literally working for health insurance. And what does that look like?
That's such a ridiculous thing to have to do in this country, to have to work for health insurance and these benefits that you chase. And I didn't understand that.
And I don't want to be like that.
I didn't understand that growing up when you hear adults talking about that, because I'm a clinic baby, right? We grew up on public assistance. I remember getting on the bus and my mother taking us to the clinic. Like, that's some poverty shit, going to the clinic. We didn't go to the doctor. We couldn't afford to go to the doctor.
You never been to the doctor?
No, not as a child.
You didn't have a pediatrician?
What did I tell you? We went?
Babe, that is so sad.
We were born in the hospital, and then after that, it was a clinic.
Jesus.
Clinic babies. That's the real thing.
Oh.
Right? And who's looking after you at the clinic?
Nobody.
There's no specialty care. Right? Thank God I didn't need surgery or didn't have any major, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't even remember going to the hospital as a child.
I know I had good insurance. My mother worked for the United States Post Office on 34th Street. The best insurance.
In New York City.
In New York City, yes.
Well, they have so many people in the United States Postal Service that they can afford.
Yeah, the service was top notch.
Premium.
Yeah, premium. And then I started at 18. I didn't need her anymore because I was at FedEx.
Let me tell you something. When we got sick when I was a kid, so many of us, y'all know I'm one of 14 kids. But it was so many of us, my mother was all home remedies. It was all home remedies.
They worked.
Some of them worked, but some of them probably made no sense.
Well, she did what she could with what she had.
Okay.
Sometimes you have to do that. But that was because your dad didn't have a traditional job. He was a plumber. A contractor. And there was no organization to say, here's your medical. So everything did have to come out of pocket. But I saw this lady, she's married. They don't have health insurance and she's okay with it. What she bought into was hospitalization or something like that. She goes to urgent care if anything happens and they pay out of pocket. They said because it's cheaper to pay out of go for their physical at like CVS, whatever, because they really just checking your blood pressure, your weight, your this, your that, take blood. I think she does that and she pays like a premium of $400 or $500 a month versus almost $2,300 for you and I to Cobra. She was like, it wasn't making sense because they're still relatively young, maybe 45 and up. She was like, I don't need it. Matter of fact, she was in her 50s. She was like, it doesn't make sense because if something happens, they're covered for the hospital. But all the other stuff, they just make sure that they, I don't know how she does a dental. There's a lot of ways you could go to dental schools.
You got dental, you got eye care, you got general.
But here's the thing,
stuff.
Right? UCLA, we live by UCLA and USC. They have students that have to learn. So do you want to go get your cavity? But they're being shadowed, by a trained dentist, because that's what the VA is. I mean, I don't know what you think you're going to get when you go down there. It's a lot of trial and error.
At the VA?
Yeah, I think so. So yeah, I have to figure that out. Is it?
I'm a vet, by the way, so that's why.
When I get some time, I'm going to research just getting a plan, Kaiser or whatever, just hospitalization. God forbid something happens, and just I don't want to say wing it, but there's places that do free mammograms. There's places where I can go for a physical. They do it all the time. Everybody, especially around Juneteenth, there's going to be so many pop-ups for people. Get your blood pressure done. Get your, your mammogram. Go to this clinic or whatever. Maybe I'll have to get on that train for a minute because I don't want to work just for healthcare. Like, it just don't make sense. Or make enough money where $2,000 extra a month
that's a lot of money.
Not if you're making
$25,000 to pay towards
if you're making over
lot.
$350 a year, that's nothing. So we gotta work harder.
Okay.
You gotta work harder because we need it. I don't want to be a slave to a job for some medical. I just don't.
Yeah, these income shifts in this business, the way this business
and I don't even
shifting.
understand about Medicare. Does everybody get Medicare after 65? I don't even understand what that means. So I don't know. I don't even want to think about that.
Here's the bigger problem. In order to wrap your head around any of this stuff, you have to do so much research. And that's the part that'll make your head pop off and frustrate you and make you tap out. And then when you try to get somebody on the phone, these long wait times to speak to somebody. And then when you finally get somebody on the phone, the person that you talk to gives you a wrong piece of information. And then you got to go correct that. And so all of that will just really drive you nuts.
Yeah,
nuts. It's a lot.
It's a lot.
Gone are the days of walking into an office and sitting down in front of a human being and filling out paperwork and going over it and being able to do that. Those days are long gone. Everything is AI. You pick up the phone, you call as an AI assistant. You got to give them. I remember when you could even say, listen.
Because if you don't, they will
at
hang
one
up on
point you could say agent and get through to a human. You can't even do that more.
Nope.
At one point you could hit 00000. Right? Remember you used to do this 0, and then somebody. You can't do that. You hit 00000. Guess what it's gonna do? Disconnect.
Oh, it's
and
gonna
then you got to start all over again.
Quick.
Yep. They ain't playing them 000 games no more.
They're not. Trust us, we know.
So
that 00 does not work.
Looks amazing. By
and
the way.
Then when what the thing?
No, this whatever platform that is with the light.
Instagram.
Yeah.
What was I saying? Oh. And then when you get through, I got excited the other day. I got through and it was like, your call time is greater than 2 hours. Leave your number. That's what they're doing now. They're not picking up. They're making you leave a number and they'll call you back.
It's callback system.
So, what are we doing? How are we getting to the finish line? What does that look like? What are your dreams, your hopes, your aspirations? What does it look like for y'all? Because we are constantly, like my calendar is right on the table over there. and I constantly write, erase because I got to map out March, April, and May because February is already in motion.
Kathy Lane said everyone gets Medicare or Medicaid at 65 years old.
Everybody?
And it says a lot of benefits.
Okay.
Everyone gets it at 65.
Everybody, no matter what.
Yeah, that's what.
So here's the thing. If they're able to do it at 65, I'm just wondering why they can't do it in general. You know what I mean? Because all these other countries have free health care. And so this sounds like you get free health care after you're damn near.
When you're ready to die.
Yeah, like at 65, really? Why can't we have it at 35? Like, I wonder who picked that age.
Yeah.
And why? Because they know at really probably 50, a lot of people start going lung cancer, this cancer, that cancer. So we string it along to 65, half of the population will be gone.
Yeah.
That's awful. So in the interim, what do you do from 1 to 60? What do you do from 1 to 60? And that's something you think have to talk about with your children, because I know they're in their 20s and they think they're invincible, and they're not. Like, what are they doing? Because I have to have these hard conversations with our kids, and they're what do you call it? Maxing out. Royce maxed out this year. His birthday last year, his birthday. But thankfully, he started working in February. He maxed out at June. They kicked him off, but he was working. So now he has his own insurance. So he's good. Royce is probably the only, him and Joey over there with full insurance. And poor Ross, because I got kicked off, Ross got kicked off. So he don't have no insurance. And it's like, what? My baby don't have insurance. So that make me want to work harder. So I got to find some jobs for the next year just to keep him insured, but then he has to pick up the slack and go find a job. He went to Hampton. We got to have some hard conversations. How are y'all having those hard conversations with your children in their 20s? You know what I mean? If they're not working in their field, what does that look like?
Okay, so Medicare is what you get, not Medicaid. Medicaid is for people who basically are at poverty level. Thank you, Kathy Elaine.
Oh, Medicaid?
Yeah, so Medicare is care. Medicaid is for people who, for the poor, for people who are
under a threshold.
Under a threshold, thank you.
Yeah. Okay. So Medicaid. See, I don't know nothing about this.
You get care or you get aid. Care and aid, just remember.
Care and aid.
Care and aid. You
I
pay
wonder
for
if
your
we
care
apply
or you
for
can get
aid.
some aid.
I don't know. I'm not working. On paper, I am not working. So, what does that look like? Medicaid.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. But there's got to be some premiums out there that make sense. Like, I don't need dental, I don't need eye. I just need to have all my checkups, my mammo, my gyno, and really that's it. And just some maintenance. If something happens, I'll go to urgent care.
Unemployment, no insurance and no money.
Wait.
In unemployment, no insurance and no money. I guess that's how you get Medicaid.
Oh.
Is that what you're saying, Teresa Elmore?
Thank you, Teresa. That might work for me. But then I don't know about Ross. Medicaid. Is that how you spell it?
Okay. We'll go. I'm gonna go through the comments and pull all this information for April. But thank you all for sharing it.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing. Thank you for being a friend.
Whoa. Travel, and you travel in the. I wish I knew the words. But even with that said, that's just one part of life right now. We are really the puzzle, putting the pieces in.
Yeah.
So right now we're trying to decide. I'll tell you a little bit of our plan. We are looking for property.
Sorry. Go ahead. Gotta plug this in.
Oh yeah, good catch.
Yep.
We are looking for property.
I'm sorry.
In another state.
The right way.
Because I want land. I want a beautiful structure. I don't care if it's a container home. I don't care if it's a barn dominium, but we're going to build something from scratch that is not going to be $1 million like out here. I don't want to buy another house out here. Thankfully, we have a great house that started at one price and is now valued where I can't even imagine. I'm like, what? For this house? And I'm thankful, but I wouldn't be able never say never. I would not want to spend the money what my house is worth now, because it makes no sense. I can go somewhere else and
It's
get
called
5 or 6
appreciation.
houses. Right.
It's called appreciation. We're fortunate.
So we're gonna do that. We're doing that soon. We're mapped out where we want to go, and if we go out of the country, I think Royale already said he might want to go to Paris. But I want to do something unorthodox. I want to do something so my friends. You also need to have people that you look up to. I don't need them to envy me or whatever, but I want them to know it's possible. You know?
Oh my God, you would not. I love it when we.
You know, I want them to be able to say, "Hey, we're packing up. We're going to stay with April and Royale in Paris." How fucking dope is that? I don't want to. Y'all don't need to come to North Carolina where I'm at, or
come to Paris.
Come to Paris. Come to Portugal. Come out of the country. Let's do something.
Come to Japan.
Different. We got friends that went to Japan, and when I say they never look back.
Mississippi or Louisiana has a lot of land. There are a couple of places. Tennessee has a lot of land. You know, there are places with dirt.
Yeah.
There's plenty of places with dirt.
And I wouldn't mind like putting a house there, but I'm not gonna live there. You know, I want to be what's the word? Continental, intercontinental. I want to be bi-coastal, but I want to be out of the country too. So that's why, you know, I want to spend my 3 months in Europe. And then if I feel like coming to the East Coast for fall, because there's nothing more beautiful than fall on the East Coast. You can't tell me there isn't. It's just beautiful. Central Park, Fifth Avenue is just gorgeous. I want to be there somewhere in Manhattan for fall, you know, and I have to think like that because all the thoughts that I have, something is going to stick. They may not all stick and be like, oh, she's all over the place. No, I have to think high, dream big. So what falls or what sticks is going to be something that is going to be dope, because all my shit is dope. Now, how many going to stick? I don't know. If I get 2 out of all of them, let me tell you something. If I can get a European home and something with land, dirt, Tennessee, wherever, North Carolina, whatever, I would still love it because I need more space for the things that I need. Some chickens. What else I need, Roy?
Some goats, some hens.
I would like some goats. I think they would be funny. A couple of goats for my goat milk.
But will we eat them?
No, we're not eating. We're going to milk them, and they're just going to be great pets. The chickens, we're going to get their eggs. I don't need no cows.
Bali, I know if somebody has mentioned Bali before. Like these are a little unorthodox, like Bali and Vietnam and places like that. Those are what do you consider those? Asian? Vietnam is Asian. Mm-hmm. Bali, is that Asia? Is that Asia?
But that doesn't attract, like, it doesn't do anything for me. I don't want to go to Bali. I just don't know enough. Not even like I know enough about Europe, but Bali's. I would visit there. I wouldn't want to live there. I probably would go to the Philippines first. Mm-hmm. I don't know why, but I would. And there was somewhere else. Where did the one person? Oh, I forgot. Singapore. I want to try Singapore. I want to go to Japan. I want to go. I don't know. We have some places to go.
But what we're talking about, we mentioned this earlier, is like going to like Paris for a year and renting a place and staying in Paris for a year. That's, to me, is like the next move, because we can afford to. There's like a couple of moves. Look, here for me globally, in the next 3 to 4 years, I'm going to work my ass off. And after that, we're done. After that, we're done. I don't want to do anything else. I want to be somewhere. I want to have bikes. I want to be in Paris. I want to ride our bikes to the cafe. I want to speak French. I want to order my food in French. I want to order my croissant in French. I want to count my money in French. I want French money. I want to know how much change I'm getting. I don't want to use a credit card. I want to know, oh, this is how much this is. So I want to immerse. I want for us to immerse ourselves in the culture. Right? And then come home after a year, if we so decide, and go, oh, we want to sit in a cafe and listen to jazz music, you know, do all the things. And then after a year, go, okay, then we could go back to LA, reset for like maybe a month, just enough to unpack and repack. And then we go, oh, what's next? What's next? Spain. Go to Spain for a year. Get my Spanish up.
I need to be listening to everything in Spanish and in French.
The woman, the realtor said, watch a French program with the captions on. With the captions on.
Yeah.
So you're hearing it and you're reading for understanding and you'll pick it up. You'll pick it up.
Yeah. Okay. I would go to Spain before Paris, but I think Spain, our trip to Spain, Paris, for New Year's got him wide open. But again,
It got both of us wide open.
here's the
You was
thing.
loving it.
Oh, I loved it. You have to have money. You know what I mean?
But
we
yes,
went
you have to have
very
some money.
bougie, babe. Where we stayed is like Fifth Avenue in New York. You have to understand
It's
that.
like 4th Avenue.
It was 4th or 5th. It was very nice. The flats are immaculate. We did not stay in inner or the outskirts or whatever.
We're in the city.
We were in the city by everything you could possibly imagine. So when you go to cities and you see that part of it, it's spectacular. Of course, it's like going to Brooklyn. You could go to the nice side, Park Slope and all of that, and then you could go to fucking
Dumbo.
Brownsville.
Go to
You
Dumbo.
Go to Brownsville, right? You could go to Dumbo. Anybody that left right now and went to Dumbo would be like, I could do this. The shops, the food,
Yeah.
and especially if you have money, you could do it.
And it's new nice. It ain't old
And
nice.
then you
it's
take
new
the
nice.
train and go to Brownsville.
Oh, yeah.
You like,
I can't
motherfucker,
do
where
this.
is
Yeah,
my
yeah.
bulletproof vest?
Yeah.
Where, so every state has their sections. This is all I'm saying. And Dumbo is like, I don't want to say a false reality because some people can afford Dumbo. Who are we? And that's what I'm saying. We were in the Dumbo of Paris, where it was very nice, and that's where Royale wants to stay. So I'm like, can we afford whatever those flats were? We were looking at the prices. Do we have to stay in Midtown versus Uptown?
Different area, DC Mall.
Yep, at a DC Mall. Like, I don't
Say
know.
it again.
At a DC Mall.
One more time.
Babe! At a DC Mall.
At a DC Mall.
So there's different districts, and one is like, you don't want, and they would tell us, you don't want to go to one. So we know. So we're right by the Eiffel Tower, by what's the
Champs-Élysées.
Champs-Élysées. Say it again.
Champs-Élysées.
Élysées. Now, beautiful. Can we afford that? But that's where we were. You know what I mean? So everything has a price. You know what I'm saying? So if you make the money, then shit, I'm going to Paris, The flats are beautiful. Our hotel was so boutique.
Cute. It was cute. Little boutique hotel.
It was so cute. It was actually amazing.
Brand new.
It was brand new. And they live little. You know why I really want to go? Because you are forced to live small. Small. This many clothes, couple of little pair of shoes, a tote bag, and out in the goddamn street. Picking up your food fresh, bringing it home, cooking it fresh.
Best
you don't need
pasta
no
I had in like
deep
damn near my
freezers
life.
and all of this goddamn
Yeah.
meat in your refrigerator. You don't need that because they eat out. They eat out. Or you go pick it up from the butcher and you come home. And the closets are, I was like, what am I gonna do with that closet? But it would force us. I would love to do it because I have too much shit. And
They
I
didn't even
want,
have a closet. They just had this hanging thing. It's like,
yeah,
your
it's
clothes
like
go
you
here.
gotta learn how to live small. That we're excess. United States, we
We're
are a
hoarders.
lot. We're hoarders. We're a lot of things. We're overweight. We eat the poorest. We have a lot of shit that we don't need. We overconsume, and
We are consumers.
they have
We're
the
bred to
best-
be consumers, though. We're trained to buy. We're trained to purchase and hold on to stuff we don't need.
Yep, and I'm guilty. And I want to break the curse. I don't need all this shit. That's why if y'all can't see, it's racks and racks of clothes over there. I'm trying my best. I just told Royale, I think I'm going to hire somebody as soon as I get a job to come in, go in my closet while I'm not there, and take everything out, fix it the way they want, and then ask me, do you need this shirt? Do you need that shirt? The answer is no.
Yeah.
I wear the same shit every day. I wear the same jeans, same shirt. Like this, I forgot I even had this cute little knit set. I was like, oh, I didn't even know I had this. I don't need this shit. I don't need it. So that's one thing about Europe that I love. They live small and they don't mess with electricity. If you're not in the room and you don't have that card in there, you're not getting the lights. Like you close the door, the lights go out. Like they are very strict with their electricity. I found that out. The toilet system, the sewer system is amazing. Them toilets flush. I still want
They
those
take everything. Take everything with it.
it's like, boom. I was like, wow, that's some
Smart
pressure.
flush system. But Europe has always led the way. If you think about like where quality products in plumbing come from, and even in electric, that stuff comes from overseas.
Really? Yeah, we're
Yeah, it's
behind in
always like those
so many
companies,
ways.
Kohler and all of those companies. Those aren't
Yeah,
American
they
companies.
Toto
Yeah,
and
Toto and all of that. Those aren't
they're not
American
from
companies.
here. And every time we go, I look at the toilet, like, this is a good damn toilet. Like,
Yeah.
everything is state of the art. We are behind. Anyway, what's your plan?
Quality of life. Give
Quality
yourself a
of
quality
life.
of life.
Yes.
Quality of life. This is one of the things I'm focused on right now. It's like seriously going, what do we need to spend money on? Where can we save money? And what do we want for ourselves at this juncture in our life? We don't need a whole lot, right? April and I went out the other day for a bike ride, and I promise you, it was one of the most enjoyable experiences that I've had in a long time. A bike ride, right? Here's the other thing. April and I have been watching this series called Peaky Blinders, which is a British television show.
Can't wait to get home.
And honestly, I swear,
It's
we have a
so
whole system where we literally are trying to slow down watching, going through these episodes because it's just enjoyable. And right, what we learned is that we can't go upstairs and get in bed because our bed is so comfortable that we just go to sleep.
Yeah.
But if we stay downstairs on the couch, and watch, we can enjoy. The only issue I have is that our couch system isn't the couch system that I want.
I know.
Which is going to get changed very soon.
We need a sectional. So
we need a sectional so that I can sit a certain way and she can lean on me a certain way, and I can put my hand on her butt. And then,
because now we're on two separate couches.
She over there, I'm over here. We got separate couches with a table in the middle, which is okay. But
it's okay.
Like, what's
but
up?
He be missing me. He be coming over. I'm like, babe,
what's
I'm
up?
right here.
What's
right
up?
Here.
Like that there.
Right there. I was gonna say something.
What was you gonna say? Peaky Blinders, quality of life, bike rides, TV, late night, hugging.
Oh, what I want to say to the parents of little kids or whatever, some advice, like, just do the time. I can't say it,
Do the time?
Meaning it's going to be a sacrifice. If you want to do it halfway decent, you're going to have to sacrifice. They are going to be in sports. They are going to have extracurricular activities. There's going to be some time you have to put in. But I promise you, if you do it and not do it begrudgingly, it's going to go. Because I was a little begrudging because they were so active. I had one here. We had my adopted granddaughter for 1 year. We had 3 kids at one time. Everybody was in a different school. It was like somebody had swimming, someone had soccer, someone had track, she had sewing. I can't even imagine with 3 kids. Like, once she left, it was like, whoo, we could breathe again. But the 2 that we have, blood, sweat, and tears. You have to do it. Like, there's no way around it. Like, you have to put the time in to get to this part. And we're still young. Like, you just don't fight it. That's what I would say. Don't fight it. Put the time in. Do what you have to do. So when you get past it, you can do all of this stuff that we're talking about. And you can do it while they're, in school. You can still go on great vacations, plan everything out, so you're not overwhelmed, because you will be overwhelmed. I had nannies, I had Royale, I had Joey, I had friends, and I was still overwhelmed. Because it's really the mental game. You still got to think, who's on first, who's on second, who's picking up, what's for dinner, who's sick, oh my God, we got a project due, oh, this one didn't do this. It's constant. And women, we get the brunt of it. We do. It doesn't matter. We get the brunt. It's like you can watch a million videos. I just watched this one where these people have 5 dogs and they're sitting down watching TV. The husband able to go get a drink, go upstairs, do whatever. When the mother got up, every dog got up off the couch to follow her. And that's the same as the children. So with that said, you have to, don't burn out. Pray. Do what you can. I used to get so frustrated because I was like, this is never going to end. I'm tired. They needed cars. They needed car insurance. They having accidents. They got girlfriends. They going to proms. They going to bar mitzvahs. It was non-stop. And they went to private school, so each of them had about too many Jewish friends. I'm being facetious, but everybody turned like 15. Like we had one, we didn't even have a break because Royce is 21 months older. So he had his crew of bar mitzvahs, and then we had like maybe a half a year break, and then Ross had his bar mitzvahs. And I tried to be cognizant, like their numbers 33 or 11 or something like that. So everybody got like, if I gave money, I had to do it in 11, whatever the numeration is, there it's a lucky number. So let's say it was 33. So I used to give like $99 and then $99 and then $99 on a card because I was trying to do whatever their number system, their multiples of whatever. And it was just like at country clubs, picking up 1 o'clock in the morning. When Diddy was out, their kid had a party at a big ass club out here, and Royce was invited, and then he had to go there. It was always something. It was always something. So now when I'm talking about quality of life and doing all this shit, it's because we deserve it. It's our time.
We've been busy.
We've been busy. And busy is okay because to the good of those children, they are gone. We got all of them out. I think we did our job. We did it well. And it's up to them to do what they need to do. But I needed them all out my house one by one. They went and they are gone. You know, I'm proud of Ross. He's in New York by himself. I'm proud of Royce. He's in his own apartment. I'm proud of Joey. He's in his, nobody lives at home. Nobody. And I'm like, that is the goal. Like, you want them to go. But then it all is cyclical. Like, mom and dad will have their time. And then maybe in another 20 years, we might be all back together. Are they taking care of us in our 80s, 90s? I don't know. But we need, whatever this gap is our gap. It's our time.
What's happening, Lim? Lim, you on the path. You right on the same path.
Oh my God, he got 3 babies.
Yeah.
Don't listen, Lim.
You
got this.
Tracking.
Y'all got it. They got 2 girls in the boy. You got it. I watched them. They're a beautiful couple. I always tell you, if you ever need to come counsel or talk it out, bring them kids over, you have somewhere to land. We're here. So
we keep saying we're going to invite them to the holiday party, and we keep forgetting people.
Are you serious?
Yes, but we're going to do something. We're going to do a game night. We'll make sure we invite them.
Yeah, I
Gotta
want to
do
meet the
it.
kids. I want to meet the
Gotta
wife.
do it.
Oh.
All right. So what else? What else?
Anybody want to come on any platform?
No, let's be specific
talk.
about which platform we know we can add people on.
We
which
can
is the
do
IG. IG is going to be easier.
IG and Facebook.
Okay.
They just have to request. If y'all request, we'll come on. I want to hear a little bit of what you're doing. I think that everybody needs a passport for the kids themselves. I think that you need a plan. I don't care if you are in your late 30s, 40s, you need a plan. You need a plan, because without a plan, you're going to be 50 and you're not going to be ready. I promise you, you're not going to be ready. Are you saving for the kids? Are you prior military? If you are, look into your benefits.
Yep, look into your benefits of your prior service. Even if you're in the
what else
military
can
now.
I tell y'all? Like,
use all your benefits.
yes, we can finally go to the commissary.
Go
When
to
I
the
tell you,
exchange.
check out my card, you can't tell me nothing.
Hey, take it easy.
I'm sorry. I've been waiting for that card for a long time. Now I got it, and baby, it's not easy.
There's so many benefits that come along with being in the military that you just aren't aware of. Like, this is some crazy, when you start going down the rabbit hole and doing your research, you're like, oh, I have that available to me, or we have this available to us. It's really interesting.
Really,
but you served the
really.
country, so you deserve it all.
Yeah.
If you serve this country, you deserve it all.
Yep. Let's see.
We don't have a ton of time because, like, I got to be out at 6 and change. Remember, I got to go work. I got to do something.
Yeah. That's right. With your friend.
I got to go tell some jokes.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe we talked enough.
We did talk a lot, but if you want to do a couple cards, we can do a couple cards.
Oh, I forgot about those. This is the old deck, but nonetheless,
The deck, nonetheless.
Okay. You pick one.
We'll do 2 apiece. Are you happy?
Whoa.
Are you
Damn,
happy?
right out the gate.
Out the gate. Are you happy?
Happy is relative. I don't know. Am I happy? Some days yes, some days no. I think I'm too much in my head as an Aries. I think that I'm happy for my health. I'm happy for my family, but I'm also very hard on myself because there's so many things I thought I would have accomplished by this age and I haven't done it. That makes me sad sometimes. But I also know that I need to give myself grace because life is lifing. So for the most part, yes, I'm not walking around miserable, but you just can't be happy every day. It's just not possible. So I want to say, for the most part, yes.
All right.
What's your greatest talent?
What is my greatest talent?
I know what it is.
My greatest talent?
Mm-hmm. That's easy. Oh, that's Gabby.
I don't know what my greatest talent is.
If
What do
I
you
had to
think?
say your greatest talent, aside from career,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
it is the ability to comfort people in the time of need.
Yeah, I would agree.
Because there are so many men that come to my husband for counsel that it makes my heart just melt. They do come, they always come, and even women, our friends, everybody feels like he's a safe place to land. He is, because he thinks things out. He's just really good at comforting people. So yeah, I think that's your talent that you don't even know.
But that's in addition to marketing.
Oh, I was gonna say marketing next. I swear.
If
he would've went to
April will
school-
tell you, I promise you, somebody will tell me something, and within 10 seconds, I can give you the whole marketing
it's not too
angle
late.
on it.
I think that you should.
I can give you the whole marketing angle on something, and like what the pitch is, what the logo is, and and I do it so effortlessly, it just drives April nuts.
And I think that sometimes you can see something and fight it because Royale knows he's good at it, but won't do it. He won't do it. He hasn't thought about it. He hasn't contemplated. He has done nothing.
If you give me anything,
yeah,
and
good.
It can be a small piece of the thing, and my brain will automatically go this, and this, and that, and I can see it. I can see it. I don't know where that talent comes from. It is so innate in me that it scares me sometimes.
I just wish, because that's marketing you could do until you old. You know what I mean? It's not breaking bricks. You don't have to leave your house. You just need a computer, whatever. I really wish that he would at least think about it because he is good. Everything that I do for my company is really Royale. He came up with syrup. He came up with Honey Body Collection, like HBC, and then syrup was spelled SRP. Like, he just knows. He pops. It comes effortlessly. And I want you to really think about it in 2026. Maybe you could do it part-time.
Maybe.
Raw marketing.
Here I am, R-A-W.
R-A-W.
Here to bring marketing to you. Is this for me?
I wish you would have thought of Dr. Pepper.
I know.
Dr. Pepper, baby.
It's good and
nice.
What about us do you think works well together? How do we balance each other out? So just the first part. What about us do you think works well together?
Our vision, our sense of family. We work really good together in raising these kids. Who's on first, who's on second? You need a partner in crime. It was not easy, especially, living out here in LA. It was very, very difficult. Let me see it again. Yes, I think that we're on the same frequency because, you have to be equally yoked for a marriage to even stand a chance. And we have the same ideals. We knew what we wanted for our kids. And I think we stuck with that and we made that the foundation. And we work really good together when it comes to that. Okay, so that's my question.
Last one.
Oh, last one?
Yeah,
damn, that was quick.
Apiece.
If you could travel in time, where would you go? Oh, would you go back or would you go forward?
I would go back.
You what?
Yeah, I would go back to the day we met and start from scratch.
That's beautiful.
I really would go back. Man, it's kind of deep. I would go back in time to the day that we met and look you deeply into your eyes and tell you it's all going to be wonderful. Nothing, I wouldn't say it's going to be perfect, but I will say it's going to be wonderful.
I would like to go back. That would be great.
Yeah. But we're here.
We're here.
It's like the sign in the mall says you are here.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the reality that we have to process and work through and enjoy. And like, oh, so these are the After I Do cards.
Those are the old ones.
These are the old
ones. The new ones are
we have
black
the new
and
ones,
white.
but they're on the way. April and I are making a commitment to really, really dig
Y'all gonna
in
get them
and
in 2026.
Y'all gonna get the cards.
That's
Y'all
all
gonna
I
get
can
more
say.
of us. I'm so excited to be here. This live today, live at 5 on Wednesdays, is an effort, but a commitment that we're making to continue to grow the brand and grow the conversations together. So, again, we're just gonna keep showing up. But tell a friend and tell a friend, share the content, subscribe to the channels. Twitch is coming, but you can subscribe to the YouTube channel. If you're not following us on IG, you should be on IG. If you're not following us on Facebook, you should be following us on Facebook. Follow us on all the platforms because that's the only way we're going to grow. Only way we're
Twitch, I'm going to do something different. I don't know if there's any married couples showing their day-to-day, and I really want Twitch to be that. Like, Twitch is like an inside look of, people's life.
A day in a life.
A day in a life. So we're going to pick a day and just have the camera. And so if y'all just want to see us wash dishes, cook, sit down, rub my feet, do whatever, it's going to happen. So we got our Twitch account. I'm excited about that. So
you see that next. We'll be adding pieces.
Yes. Thank you. Who is this? Oh, Facebook always showing up.
Yeah.
Instagram, I don't know about y'all. Y'all got YouTube over here killing y'all. That's crazy. Okay, well, hi, YouTube. I'm glad you came. All right, we're out.
All right, we got to go. Love y'all. And we'll see y'all in the next one.
Bye.
Bye.